Hey guys, it's Imuna. I'm sitting at a really awkward angle right now. I'm sorry about that. It's just that I need my bed for this tutorial, and don't get any ideas, you dirty people out there. I'm going to be showing you how to make high-waisted leather shorts, and I hope you guys like it. And yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so first of all, to make leather shorts, you're gonna need leather pants. I got mine from Orpheus Road Stitches, and they were $5. It says $9.99, but it's 50% off Red Tag prices, so I got them for $5. So if I make a mistake, you know, I can just go get more. I was actually looking for like leather shorts or not a leather skirt. I wanted leather shorts. I've been looking in Value Village for a while and I couldn't find them. So when I went to Orpheus Road and saw leather pants, I'm like, hey, I think I'm just gonna make my own. So since this is the first time I'm making shorts, you know, I've cut my own shirts before, but never shorts, I'm just gonna use my high-waisted black denim pants from H&M as a guide, just so I know how long I want them to be, because I also want to cuff them. I don't want them to just be like straight, you know, I want to cuff them. So I'm just going to use these as a guide. You know, you don't have to go out and get these shorts. Use any shorts that you have or any high-waisted shorts, or you can just put the pants on and just make a little slit how short you want them to be. I did that, but my scissors are like, let me show you. I'm using hair cutting scissors because, you know, I don't have fabric cutting scissors, so I'm just using these. They cut through fabric, they do the job, so, you know, I'm not going to go out and buy new scissors just for this. That's just going to add to the cost of my $5 shorts. So I hope you guys can see what I did was I just laid down the pants like so. Make sure everything's straight, like all the seams are in and everything's straight. Okay. It's not a big deal if you mess up because, you know, these are cheap pants. And then I'm just laying the H&M shorts on top to like the lowest part. I'm not going to put them all the way up here. I'm going to put them to the waistband, like the front waistband. I'm just going to put them on top and uncuff these because they're cuffed. Just remove that a bit. And I'm going to uncuff them just so they're as long as I want them to be. Okay, then you're going to take your scissors and start cutting. Make sure everything's straight and tight, and you're just going to make a cut. It's like freaking tough, holy crap. Yeah, just make a cut like so. And if these were jeans, I'd like rip them straight, you know, so you can get the little fringes, but these are like pleather. They're not even leather, they're pleather. So when you pull them, it's like a rubber. So that's a fail. Try to cut them as straight as possible. You may want to just do one layer at a time, because these are, I feel like these are thicker than jeans. Because like, cut them as straight as possible, pulling on the fabric so it's tight. There we go. Got one leg off. If you want to use these as leg warmers, it's totally up to you. I don't recommend it. I think you're gonna look silly. So yeah, anything that looks uneven, just trim it off. Probably be way easier if I had fabric scissors. So next, I'm gonna move on to the other leg and do the exact same thing. Kind of line them up just in case. So you're gonna get the cut, get the same length. Oh, these scissors are like demonic and not cutting anymore. Okay, so after I make the slit, I'm just gonna do what I did before and cut it as one layer. Because, yeah, it's kind of hard to get through the seam. And then as soon as you get through the seam, it's a lot easier to cut it. Just try to make it as straight as possible. At this point, you can take the other shorts off because you already got one leg done. You're going to be able to get the other one. And just, you know, cuff it to your liking. I think these are going to be a bit long, so I'm going to probably cut them shorter. It is so freaking hard to get through this seam. Holy crap in the bobs. Okay, so just like that, and then cuff it like so. So after, you can just, you know, take the pant legs and make them into a half leather jacket, you know, like that. So trendy. Totally kidding, don't do that. I actually do think these are too long. I'm gonna cut them a bit more. The way that my friend recommended that I wear with other shorts is like with a flannel shirt. And I don't really look good in flannel shirts, but when I'm done cutting it, I'll show you guys like how they look on. Maybe throw a flannel shirt on, see how that looks. Just cause like, I don't know, I feel like they make me look like a farmer. Nothing against farmers. You know, Clark Kent was a farmer. Well, at least in Smallville. He was like my favorite for the longest time. So yeah, you can see they are starting to look a lot more like short. Using like freaking hair cutting scissors, so it's a little hard, you know. Scissor, your hair is a bit thinner than leather, or at least pleather. No animals were harmed in the making of this video. Snip, snip, snip. Just like put them down to see if they're even. Just fold them in half. Just so, make sure everything's even. And whatever's not even, just cut off. They look more like shorts now, so just cuff them. So just cuff them after you're done. And now you got yourself a pair of trendy leather shorts. That's how you make shorts, and I'm trying to. Okay, so this is what they look like on. And yeah, I really like how they turned out actually. They're like the perfect length and cut. And yeah, I was wearing a long shirt, so I just took it and twisted it around and then put them in the belt loop. So that way it stays put. Alright, so that's how I made my leather shorts. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope it helped. So good luck in your cutting jamboree, you know, making your own shorts and shirts. Because it's a totally great way to personalize your own stuff and things that are hard to find in stores that you can visualize but you can't find. It's awesome to just grab something and make it yourself. Even if you don't have to sew the pants yourself, you can find something and just modify it to your style. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have yourselves a great day. Bye.